Emily in Paris should have been gay. Hey all, and welcome to my vlog. My name is Erin, and today we're going to be talking about Emily in Paris. Did I like it? No! Did I watch it anyways? You bet, and mostly for this video. I feel like it had a lot of potential, but it just constantly fell flat for me. I'm going to talk about the characters and the dynamics that I think could have elevated this story. There's gonna be spoilers ahead. I would normally say go back and watch it if you haven't already and come back, but I don't know that it's worth your time. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell because I always have new bonus content appearing. There are so many ways that this show missed the mark. From an obvious lack of research to the caricatures of French people, the lack of diversity in Paris, the American exceptionalism, the obsession with sex and infidelity, just to name a few. But I'm not going to talk about those in this video because I'm here to talk about how this would have been better if it was queer. I feel like it kept teasing queerness and then it would swerve real hard back onto the straight lane. I don't even know if I can legitimately say that I felt queer baited because it was not advertised as containing queer content, but I feel cheated anyways, and anyone who was talking to me while I was watching this show definitely heard about it. So let's meet our lead. Emily Cooper is an American working in Chicago at a marketing firm who takes her boss's spot on a Parisian work placement to work at a marketing agency there because her boss got pregnant, and I'm still not entirely certain why the boss still didn't go, but that's besides the point. Back to Emily. She does not speak French, she knows nothing about French culture, and she spends the majority of the show being annoyed that Paris is not like America. Emily, my love, we travel to other countries to enjoy and indulge in the culture there, not to bitch that it's not the same as home. That defeats the purpose of traveling. If you're gonna be a butt about it, just stay home. I didn't really like this character for many reasons, but I think one of the big ones is that there was a complete lack of character growth. She has the exact same mindset in the last episode as she does in the first. There is a time and a place for static characters, but that time and place is not here. Next up is Gabriel, who I think is one of about 5 male love interests for Emily. He's a chef that lives in the apartment below her, and I'm honestly pretty ambivalent about him. He's not that great, but in comparison to pretty much every other man in this show, he's a delight. He does kiss Emily while he has a girlfriend, which she initiated the kiss, but he doesn't stop her, so I'm still side-eyeing him pretty hard. Next is Camille. She is basically the nicest character on the show and the only French person to be nice to Emily from the start. She is Gabriel's longtime girlfriend, or at least I assume they've been together for quite some time, since he has met her family and they've tried to invest in his business. Camille and Emily have excellent chemistry. And as far as I can tell, the only issue with the relationship between Camille and Gabrielle is that her family wants to invest and make his dream come true, but he is stubborn and wants to do it himself despite already knowing that is unattainable because he cannot afford it. He does eventually get over this particular issue, but not to get money from Camille's family, oh no. He's going to allow Antoine to invest in his business, and if you have not watched the show, Antoine is one of the clients for the firm that Emily works at, and he wants Emily to be his mistress and send her lingerie while he was an active client. I'm all for smart business decisions, but really? You refuse money from the sweet girl, but you will accept it from the sexual predator who gives no fucks about his marriage? I assume that this is a setup for some very unnecessary drama in the next season, but I'm tired. I'm not here for it. Anywho, let's get into the queer teasing between Emily and Camille, as well as the hints that Emily, Gabrielle, and Camille could be the cutest damn throuple instead of whatever the heck they are with this weird love triangle and minimal respect for boundaries and relationships. In episode 4, Camille is introduced and these ladies kiss. It's not the intense kind of kiss where Emily is playing tonsil hockey with the men, but it does stop her in her tracks. Her reaction honestly had me hoping that maybe this was a bisexual awakening story. And then it wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. See you tonight, right?
What is this reaction? If not, huh? I might like girls. I would have absolutely been here for Emily figuring out that she likes women and pursuing something with Camille. The condition being that it is with communication and understanding, and if it's not just the two ladies being together, that there is communication and the formation of a healthy polyamorous relationship. There's plenty of option for there to be tension and drama outside of Emily's relationship potential with Camille and Gabrielle, but I don't know if maybe the show thought it would be boring if it didn't have tension and drama going on in literally every aspect of her life. Who knows? The point is that we could have had an extremely cute polyamorous relationship and we were cheated out of it. Look at how cute they are being throupley. We could have had this, it could have been real. And then the girls joke about getting into bed with one another.
You inspired me.
I did?
So I wanted you to be the first to see it. So do you want to get in bed with me?
I thought you never asked.
Guys, we could have had it all. In episode 8, we get more cute thruppliness, and then the three of them are heading to see Camille's family in the Champagne region. And look at this.
You're not going on a business trip. You're coming home with a girlfriend.
There's teasing about being girlfriends, cute thrupply road trips. So much of this episode is so horribly cringy and I hate it so much. But these parts, I love them. Emily could have avoided sleeping with a teenager if she had been part of the cute throuple. Yes, that is a thing that happened because she thought it was Camille's older brother and not the younger brother, and she thought that college in French meant university and not high school. It was bad. I hated it, and it was strangely the only sex scene that we see her actually having sex when all of her other partners are adults. Weird choice, but okay. Anyway, it just would have been so much better in every possible way if at that point Emily had been dating Camille and Gabrielle. Part of the reason I wanted this, besides the fact that we need more queer characters and happy, healthy queer relationships in general, is because this show sets up the really gross implication and expectation that all French relationships are going to contain infidelity. It's gross, and I hated it. I wanted there to be a healthy relationship that is based around consent and communication, and we just didn't get it. Even the relationships we see that aren't steeped in infidelity still fall into really shitty tropes like the bumbling dad trope. Emily, Camille, and Gabrielle have great chemistry together, and turning them into a functional and healthy polyamorous relationship would have changed so much in this show. And it also would have taken out a lot of the elements that made me want to hurl my computer into the sun. So what do you think? Have you watched Emily in Paris? Did you like it? Do you think we should have gotten some queer relationships? Let me know in the comments below, and please do recommend me some other Netflix shows that actually have happy queer characters in it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. You can check out all 3 of my books if you like fantasy or romance. All the links as well as my social media will be in the description below. Subscribe and ring that bell, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! I'm wearing my Paris shirt, but no one can tell.